All right, some spring highlights. Tigers and Phillies. Kyle Schwarber second to the spring. Puts the Phils on top.
3-2 pitch. There's a few teams out there organizationally teaching kids to take the 3-2.
How hot is Bryce Harper ending spring? 5 homers.
He's swinging it. You see him go opposite field, dialed in. They play the Yankees today.
Spencer Torkelson made the club, as we talked about earlier, and hit a home run yesterday to celebrate. 1-run game. And you mentioned how good Aaron Nola looked. 5 1/3, 9 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter, gave up 1 hit.
He's a lot more aggressive. Fastball, attacking guys. I thought he nibbled a little bit too much last year.
And then Mickey Moniak got one.
Mickey, he's got to make the club, right?
I would imagine. I mean, look, you want him out there learning on the job in center field? Oh, by the way, Bryce got 2 yesterday.
2 opposite field.
I want him out there. I want him out there every day. If I'm a Phillies fan, I want to see it.
Yeah.
All right, so Marlins and Mets, no Phillies highlights complete without talking about the rivals. Jorge Soler, first of the spring.
Soler bomb.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Is
your
that
reigning
Marte in left and right field? Yeah. Put Marte in right.
Yeah, well, they were gonna use what's his name? The spastic, the dude who runs to first when he walks, the kid from Wyoming. Nimmo. I gotta stop. I actually have to get some sleep.
Brandon Nimmo, man.
That causes some hard feelings.
No hard feelings. No hard.
Who was that homer?
That was Eduardo Escobar.
Yeah.
And here's your guy Marte.
To the Parte. That's a double.
Joey Wendell couldn't make a tough play there, and then the Mets extend their lead to 4-1. Jesus Aguilar.
I loved it when he was in Milwaukee and he'd walk him to the camera on his home runs and just kind of do that little.
Another guy that's undervalued.
Yeah.
Run producer, man.
Number 99.
Big old boy. Rays and Pirates, and let's start with the requisite Wander Franco highlight. A double to right center field, his second double of the day and his second plate appearance of the game. Top of the 4th, and more Wander Franco. How about another double? A triple-double for Wander Franco.
Both sides of the plate, getting it done.
Bottom of the 4th, Rays on top 5-1. Threw Rasmussen on the mound, nasty. He went 3 1/3, struck out 6.
Well, the Pirates going to have a long year, huh?
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. Francisco Mejia, solo shot for the diminutive catcher. First of the spring. Rays go on to win 9-2. And finally, Freeway Series began yesterday in Anaheim between the Dodgers and Angels, and Noah Syndergaard was great. 2 hits in 5 1/3.
Thor? Did it follow him to California?
Yeah. Yes.
People going to dress up into Thor gear in California? It's nice and warm. You can do that there.
It's going to be 96 degrees on opening day Thursday.
What?
Shohei got one. Yeah, 4-1 Angels in the 5th.
And then that opener.
Anthony Rendon made it back-to-back Jacks.
Wow, 96 degrees. We may not get to 96. Oh, no way.
Get there sometime in July. Hey, the MLB.com opening day power rankings, and they've got the Dodgers installed at the number 1 spot. What's conspicuous to me here, H, is that the Mets are not in the top 5. Is that all like DeGrom news, or was there something else conspiring into that?
It has to be DeGrom.
Well, let's bring
Scherzer news.
Yeah, let's bring Mark Feinsand in on this discussion. Mark, do you contribute to this chicanery? Is this part of your doing?
It is. I am one of the 10 voters. I was actually more surprised by the conspicuous absence of the defending world champion Atlanta Braves from the top 5. I had them ranked as my number 2 team this week, as did our good friend and colleague Anthony Castrovin. So Braves fans, direct your hate mail elsewhere. If they won the World Series, they got better. I don't know how they're not in the top 5. The Mets, with DeGrom right now out, I understand how they're not in the top 5. The Braves have to be in there.
So if the Mets and Braves were kind of just misses in the top 5, because the thing about a top 5 is you can only put 5. Right. There's going to be some people upset. Who else was a near miss in the top 5?
I don't have the whole list for. I know the Braves were 8. I've already seen a lot of.
Where were the Yankees? Where were the Yankees?
I believe the Yankees were 6, if I'm not mistaken. They were in the top 10. We do put out the whole 30. So you go to MLB.com and you can see the entire list.
Who was
Yankees
number
are,
30?
In fact, 6. I believe the Orioles were number 30, as they have been many, many weeks of this exercise we do.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, look, at least there's good concessions there.
My first thought is hot chicken wings or something. You know?
Yeah, there's hot chicken wings there, Buck. You would know, spent a lot of time there. Do you have a problem with anybody in the top 5 there? I mean, it's hard to poke.
It's hard to omit the Braves just because of what he said. I agree with that.
I got it.
Those teams were good.
Giants were 9th, Padres 10th.
I think the sneaky thing was that you got 2 teams from the AL East and not Boston or the Yankees.
Ah, that's a good point. All right, let's take a break. You can read the whole list, and your thoughts will always be welcome. Take a look at it on MLB.com. We'll have one last opportunity to say something worthwhile when we come back after a quick timeout.
Division rivals launch a new season of the MLB Network Showcase. It all begins opening day with Red Sox, Yankees. Then catch the Mets in Philly and wrap your opening week when the Blue Jays hit 9 Eastern, only on MLB Network.
All right, some spring highlights. Red Sox and Braves. Matt Olson,
He's been swinging the bat. He's been hitting. He's had a lot of guys rob him of base hits.
He's
in
so
spring.
good, man. I mean, look, Braves fans are always going to love Freddie, but this guy's a really good player. Jackie Bradley Jr., top of the second.
Oh, he needed that. Did he get up?
Hang on long enough, Jackie, to where they make the doggone shift illegal. You'll be able to play another 10 years. Here's Rafi Devers.
Oh,
down and get it.
Scooped it. Scooped that in.
6th homer of the spring, H.
Ah, man.
BetMGM number on him is 39.5. It's firm.
Yeah,
Nick Pivetta gets Austin Riley, and he struck out 6 in his 5 innings of 1-run ball. Sox.
Pivetta's going to have a big year. I like him.
How about the Astros and the Nationals? Justin Verlander will go on day 3 of the schedule when the Astros open in Anaheim, gets Juan Soto. Verlander went 5, struck out 5, and allowed 2 earned. Alex Bregman in a 1-0 game, runners at first and second.
All right.
2-0 Stros. Jeremy Pena, all eyes on you, young bull. 3-run homer, his second of the day. All Astros. This is in the 6th inning now, 5-2 game. Michael Franco, 2-run homer, his first of the spring. The Nats go on to win, come from behind style, 9-6.
And it's gone into the basket. Grand slam, Jason Marquis. Driven out into right center. How about Kyle Hendricks? 2 hits here in the inning.
Just bunted at a ball that was not a strike.
He says, try to hit this curveball, Amari.
He tried to bunt. He missed again. Struck him out. Still trying to bunt.
And it's gone! It's got a chance. Gone!
2-2. He gets the bunt down. Runner coming home. Cubs win!
Kind of a smile at the fact that the universal DH is here to stay in Major League Baseball. Pitchers no longer at the plate. If only John Lester could have, maybe it was too soon. If John Lester had started his career now and never had to swing the bat, he might have pitched for 30 years.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I'm going to miss it. And I'm going to miss the strategy, the double switch, the guys out of gas. Are going to make him pitch a bit more. Are you going to miss
this kind of,
the production?
Dark black hole in the 9th spot in the order?
Well, that's why you added the DH back in the 70s to put a little more offense into it. But I still think the pitcher added such an element of the game that we won't see.
I agree.
We're just not going to see that.
The option would have been like, it had to be the same, right? Either DH in both or pitchers hit in both. So we'll never see this again. right?
Yeah. No, we won't.
Bartolo Colon.
Tell you what, though, I'm not. I mean, to guarantee we'll never see pitchers hit again is the Ohtani rule.
Well, what do you mean?
You don't lose anything.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
You know?
Yeah. You remember this Santiago Casilla plate appearance?
Yeah, I
a number
do.
of years ago. He took one huge rip, fouled a bunch off. He was trying. He let it go. So we'll never see those again.
Tell you what, you'll see the hit by pitch total in the National League go up.
I don't disagree with that either.
I'm telling you, it was an equalizer. I'm not hitting as many guys or pitching inside if I got to go to the plate. We'll see. So there's a little subtleties I think we'll see a little different in the game.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, I know that there's going to be some managers that will not be happy with that for sure.
I mean, that really pisses me off.
I know, Tony. He's one of the guys that gets really, really hacked off when his guys get thrown at, for sure. All right. Are we taking a break, J-Mac? Oh, yeah. Hey, speaking of saying goodbye to pitchers and such, you wanted to kind of say goodbye to a guy that we were surprised to learn has chosen to retire a week.
Well, there was a lot of talk that Andrew Miller was going to step down after the CBA was settled. In that time when he was one of the leaders of the union, that there was talk he wasn't going to play. But then the notice came out, about 2 weeks ago, and he never got the proper send-off. So I wanted to tell you what I enjoyed about Andrew Miller and give him the proper send-off because this guy was outstanding. He went from a starter and found his way in bullpens in the big leagues and was just filthy. And so, to me, I didn't want this to be the last image. We saw him at a press conference, talking about the lockout and everything else. No. I want to bring you back to what really, at his stardom, got me, was the Kraken. I had to call for the Kraken. Let's bring him in! When he was an unbelievable weapon for the Indians. Yes! Our guy! Forget it! The Kraken! Oh no, they're bringing him in! The game is over! That's what it was when Andrew Miller was at his height in this run when he took the Indians to the World Series. See you later, Boston. I'll go ahead and get you out of the way because next up will be the Blue Jays. He was flat out filthy. You remember this run he went on, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was amazing. And I don't believe the Indians get to this point of the World Series without Andrew Miller. Oh, no, the Kraken, they're bringing him. Oh, my gosh.
That was Mark Grace's friend.
This guy. Oh, is that right? Well,
yeah.
He wasn't much of a friend to anybody because he was flat out nasty. So I wanted to give Andrew Miller his props because this was probably the height of when he was unhittable. He was the best I'd seen out of that position of setting guys up and being able to shut things down, using him so many different ways. So Terry Francona found a niche with him, but he had an amazing career. And so Andrew, just wanted to send you off properly because I don't like it when a guy means so much to the sport and all you get is a little 2-minute headline.
Yeah.
He needed his proper send-off.
Was that a D-Row tape?
I really truly believe that.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, he could lay claim to being a great in a number of uniforms, as you talk about. Orzo, hit me with that once again. What you just told me in my ear, that's an interesting nugget on Andrew Miller.
So Andrew Miller has the lowest ERA in New York Yankees history at 1.77 minimum 100 games, just ahead of Mariano Rivera and Goose Gossage, both Hall of Famers.
That's good stuff.
This
if he ends up in the
changed the whole direction of the Yankees season.
They sure did, D-Row.
He'll be an interesting conversation.
Would you have guessed that?
No.
That's a water cooler winner right there. With your Yankee friends when you're all going to stands before the game to have your Miller Lights or whatever it is, and then go scream at people from the bleachers. Put that one out on the table. Yeah. Which Yankee pitcher has the lowest career ERA minimum 100 appearances?
Mariano Rivera. Nobody's better than Mo.
People will not guess Andrew Miller. That's a good one, man.
Real good
stuff. We got some spring highlights to get to.
Congrats, Andrew. You're awesome
so far. And more fun on a Monday coming up right after this.
Yep.
Taking them to the woodshed.